Hi everyone, welcome back to this challenge. And we are starting with a new theme, which is all about nervous system safety and expansion work. All right. So, while I was preparing the PPT for you guys, I was coming from just one space. The emotion that was like inside me was just gratitude. You know, the kind of structuring that I've given to this entire challenge, and specifically about this module, which is all about nervous system safety and expansion, it feels like putting it forward to you the missing pieces that you all are missing into your life at this point of time. And I am coming from a space of a lot of gratitude. And it also makes me feel that you guys are so lucky that you all are getting to experience this depth of work, this depth of understanding as to, how things are operating and how we should be proceeding to get started with it in this challenge. So make sure that you're utilizing this challenge, this space, up to its maximum capacity. Because if you do so, the person that will be emerging after this challenge would be a completely different person. So I would love to meet that person on the other side of this challenge. All right. So, with that being said, let's get inside this theme too, and let's get started with today's topic, which is all about nervous system safety and expansion work. Okay, so yeah, coming to the first slide, your body reacts first, the mind only explains later. Okay, your body is actually always speaking to you. Okay, but most of us have never really been taught to listen to it. We are like so busy living a life completely on autopilot in this overly stimulated environment that we have lost this connection with our own self, right? Our body is actually always speaking to us. The thing that we need to do is just listen to it. Okay, so we have been trained to think that our mind is like the superpower, the ultimate thing that, keeps everything in control, planning, being logical, staying in control. But we don't really focus on the second aspect of it, which is all about the body, because your body is deciding everything before even the thought even comes to your mind. And that is the reason why, you have done a lot of mindset work in the past. You have done a lot of affirmations. You have tried doing a lot of, mental work and mindset and thinking and all this work. And yes, they are powerful. I am not denying that fact. But only relying upon them is not going to give you the success, the goal that you want into your life, right? Because mind is one part of the work, and it has to be accompanied with the second most important part, which is the body, right? It goes hand in hand. And that is the missing thing. And you have been working for years and weeks and months and years onto just working with your mind. And that is the reason you're not able to get exactly what you really want, and you will be understanding into this challenge as to what are the missing piece into your journey so that you can start incorporating those things into your life and get the result that you really want to have into your life, right? So mindset work along with body work, nervous system work, supplemented together is the key, and not just mindset work and not just the body work, right? So, working with body, working with your nervous system is the key that you have not been focusing on, and that actually holds a lot of importance. And you will be understanding why is it so. Okay. So I'll give a couple of examples here. And there are a lot of examples into this PPT. So yeah, you will be getting a lot of perspective also to understand as to how we are proceeding forward. Right. So I'm sure a lot of us have already experienced this in some of the other setup, of course, right? Maybe in school, college, office, or any other setup wherein you have been asked to speak in a group in front of people, right? And before even any thought comes up into your mind, your chest is already tightening up, right? Your heart is already racing. There's already something happening in your stomach, right? And I'm sure a lot of us have already experienced similar experiences. This is just one of the common thing I'm sure a lot of us have gone through, and that is the reason I've mentioned it here. And most people don't even notice this because we were never asked, we were never taught actually to pause and to feel as to what is happening. I mean, let's understand what's happening beneath. We never really sat down with our own self and quiet, try to understand what actually is happening. right? We were just taught to keep going, to stay normal, to look stable, and that's it, right? To have those fake positivity and just to go ahead with the things, but never really dig down deeper as to why it's happening, right? So your body responded before your mind formed a sentence, right? Your nervous system is like responding in real time, faster than anything, because it is picking up cues from the environment, what is happening, how you are sensing it, the faces, the tonality, the way that it is being spoke, the audience, right? Your associations, your experiences. We'll talk about it, right? So your nervous system is actually responding into this real-time environment, picking up cues from the environment, and then it is making us feel in a certain way because of the past experiences, because of our own learnings as to what is safe and what is not safe, right? So we will be talking about it in the further slides as well. But I just wanted to give you guys an example as to how body is also one of the important players into this, and it is not just about the mind, right? One important concept that we need to understand here is about incomplete brain, right? You might be wondering, like, what is she talking about? Incomplete brain? Yes, we as humans are born with incomplete brain, right? It is not fully formed when you're born as a child. And that is the reason the neuroplasticity is coming into picture, right? So while we are, after we were born and the initial formative years, there are a lot of connections that are being formed, a lot of associations that are being formed. And that is the reason, you know, the early years of your life are very important because a lot of associations, a lot of neural formations are happening like on day-to-day basis. You are just learning. A lot of data is being stored inside your system, right? A lot of associations, neuroplasticity, foundations, everything is just being formed. And that is the reason, those early years of your life are very important in terms of building the foundations of your life, of who you are as a person. How do you see the world, your belief system about your own self, right? A lot of belief systems, a lot of foundation conditionings are already formed in those formative years because brain is still developing, brain is still learning from the environment to adapt, to feel safe, and to grow along with it, right? Neuroplasticity is already playing into picture, neural connections are already being formed, and that is the reason, right? You don't really remember everything about your childhood very clearly. Not every moment, not every emotion, not every experience is there stored in your mind in a very sequential manner. Now, why it is not stored is because your brain was not fully developed yet. It was in the process of developing, right? And that's the reason there's no sequential memory as to ye hua, then ye hua, and then this, and then this. There's no sequencing of the memory. You might be having bits and pieces of information and not every detailed information about a particular experience, right? Now, does that mean, right? Now, does that mean your body did not experience anything? And that's not true because your body stores everything that you have experienced right from the very start. And there's a very famous quote, that your body keeps the score. So, not only about good, but also about bad, literally about any and everything that you have gone through. The moment that you were ignored when you needed comfort, your body has stored it already. The moment that you learned that being quiet kept you safe, it has learned already, it has formed associations already. The system is already conditioned in a certain way. The moment receiving attention felt overwhelming to you, again, it is stored, kept information, it has already been saved. The moment expressing yourself led to rejection or shame, again, body has already stored it. That information is already stored in your body. Even if you remember like exactly what happened in a sequential manner or not, the way that your body felt at that point of time, of how unsafe, of how rejected, of how overwhelmed, of how discomfort that you felt at that point of time is already been stored in your body, right? That information is already there. And then how does it comes into play? We will be understanding in the coming slides. So today is, I mean, it will give you a different perspective altogether, right? It is not about blaming yourself as to क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ये and why. things are not happening in the way that I would want to. What you should be coming from a space is understanding as to why things are not happening the way that you want to happen, what things that are playing beneath, addressing them, and then moving forward, right? Because your mind, your body are there to protect you. I mean, they're not against you as such. It's not like echo some other, other things are being given. No, we all are humans, same, right? It is just that our conditioning, our formation of different associations that were being made, the environment, our learnings are different. And that is the reason we perform very differently. No two people are experiencing same, even though the situations or the environment is same, right? One might be perceiving it completely differently. One could be perceiving it completely differently. So it is not about the situation or the environment. It is about how it has been perceived by you. Okay? Moving forward. Right, like I already mentioned, your mind may not have the words for those memories. Sequential ki ye hua and then this and then this. But the nervous system has already formed associations out of it. Like this is safe, this is not safe. When I was into a situation like this is what I've experienced. This is what I felt. And now as an adult, your body still responds with the same patterns. Okay, I'll give an example here. So let's say in the past, speaking up felt unsafe, right? You went out there and you expressed out there, but then it was met with a lot of judgment, shame, criticism, or made being fun of. कुछ भी हो सकता है, right? Different people, different experiences. But what your body learned at that point of time, right? So your body tightened up. So now when you try to use your voice again, you will be reacting in the same way, right? Your chest is again going to tighten up. You will not feel safe to speak up out there. Why? Because of the associations that speaking up out there is met with rejection, is met with judgment, is met with criticism, is met with maybe being mocked at or being laughed at. And that is not safe for body, right? Being seen led to judgments. So now in the past, with all your past experiences, if being seen led to judgments, your body today is going to contract when you try to show up online, right? So it is not about why I'm not able to do this thing right now. It is about understanding why it is showing up in the first place. Why is the body reacting the way it is reacting? Because it is here to support you. It is here to protect you and not go like, so just understand it is there to protect you. It is not like against you or anything. It is just there to protect you. In the past, if love felt inconsistent, so your body will pull back when closeness starts to feel real. Now, this is a very classical example when we talk about relationship, right? Now, because in the past we have learned that relationship, how relationship feels like, that highs and lows in the relationship, right? The inconsistent, being inconsistent in the relationship, and the fight, the chaos, and all the drama is what we have learned around relationships. Most of us, right, in the past, about seeing our parents and seeing our own experiences into it. Right. So now, when you actually have a stable, very safe and secure relationship in your life, that will make you feel super bored, right? Because why? Because our body has learned that this is the way the love is. Love is inconsistent. Love is, it has a lot of chaos, a lot of drama going on. Stability, safe, and peace and calm in the relationship. That is something that body is not, accustomed to. That is not something that body has felt in the past, right? So knowing the association that the body has made in the past, that is very important. What is, the feeling safe in the body in the past? What associations are being made? Okay, this is how it is. This is what my body has learned. The familiarity, feeling safe, and that is how it's going to show up today. If love felt inconsistent back then, today, if you're into a relationship which gives you stability, a lot of calmness, that will not make you feel safe into it, because your understanding of safety is what cures, is a lot of ups and downs into that relationship, into a sense of love, right? Next is when failure brought shame, your body will freeze when you try something new. Again, in the past, if you have been into any experiences, which brought shame, maybe by parents, maybe by teachers or friends, your body has learned that, failing means it will meet me with a lot of shame. right? And I don't want to feel it. So now, if you want to try something new, your body is gonna like freeze. कि नहीं करते. A lot of things are gonna show up for yourself. Let's not do this. What if it fails? What if it doesn't work out? Right? So it is just about what your body has learned in the past that has helped the body to stay safe in that moment, but now it is not working out. Right? In the coming slides, there are more examples for you to understand ki why exactly things are happening, right? Why our body is responding into a certain manner and what we need to learn here, right? So now let's move further. All right. So when we talk about nervous system work, we are not trying to force anything like confidence, motivation ki kar lete hai, ho jayega, and things like that. We are just learning to listen to your body because once the body starts feeling safe, everything is going to just open up for you guys. The mind is going to open up, the emotions are going to soften, the guards that you have up right now, it's going to slowly come down. The behavior is going to change, the identity is going to literally shift. The life is going to move like anything, right? Not through force, but through safety. And that is the major part of the work that is inside nervous system safety and expansion work. Unless and until you're not building the nervous system safety, moving towards expansion of having big numbers, doing or having big goals into your life, that will feel very difficult because safety ही नहीं है उस चीज में. And like I also talked about, the association that are already been made ki, let's say, when we talk about showing up, right? If it has already been learned ki when I show up, it is already met with xyz things and my goal is toward it, it is going to sabotage you completely, right? Because your body knows कि अगर मैं वहां पे जाता हूँ तो it is going to met with judgment, it is going to met with rejection, it is going to met with shame, and that is not something that a body is ready to experience at this point of time, right? And body doesn't want to experience those heavy emotions. So body is not going to allow you to take steps so that make sure कि वो experience ही नहीं मिल रहा है हमें, वो failure का experience ही नहीं मिल रहा है हमें, right? So that you are not out there, so that people can judge you. So your body is gonna literally stop you here. You cannot move there towards your goals because moving towards your goal means judgments, means rejection, means you have to work a lot, means it could be different associations for different people. And we have already understood this in the first theme as well, right? It is like both the aspects coming together. It is not just working with one aspect. That is what I want to make you guys understand. Ki mind and body has to be worked together, right? So yeah, moving forward. Okay. So again, talking about nervous system work, its only job is survival, right? Not growth, not success, not you reaching your goal or anything of that sort. It's constantly scanning out, asking just one question that am I safe or am I in danger in this moment? Sorry, right? It is constantly picking up cues from the environment, different senses, and this scan of kind of scanning the whole thing to understand am I safe or am I in danger. It happens like within like less than multiple seconds, like microseconds, super fast. You will not even understand ye ho raha hai in the background, but it is happening, right? So if you keep saying that I want to grow, I want to be be confident, I want to feel safe in my body, I want to win, I want to earn xyz amount of money, it is not gonna you know allow yourself to move there is because your body is already remembering the past data, right? So even if your mind uh, no longer remembers as to kya hua tha, kab hua tha, the sequential memory, your body is storing everything, right? It's like the conditioning that is already being set, that is set already in the body. Your body already understand what is safe, what is unsafe based on the past experiences. That is already the data is already been stored in the body, right? And based on those past data, it is constantly scanning, ki what is safe and what is danger for me, and whatever is been sensed as danger, वहां से it's gonna sabotage कि यहाँ पे नहीं जाना because that is danger for me, that is not safe for me, that will lead to rejection, that will lead to comparison, that will lead to judgments, that will lead to criticism, that will lead to people laughing up, that will lead to more responsibilities, etc., etc. All right. So now moving forward, your body is not wrong. I mean, I have been telling this sentence for so many times because this is so important for you to understand that nothing is against you. right? It is just how you take up the work, understand the workings of it to master it, right? So nervous system is not working against you. It is not the problem at all. It is exactly doing what it is supposed to do and what it learned to keep you safe. The issue is that the world has changed, but your body is still reacting from the old memory, from the old conditioning, like that 5-year-old self of yours, like that 7-year-old self of yours, right? So if your body tightens up when you speak, or you avoid being seen, or you fear, you feel that fear when you take up certain decisions, this is not about your laziness at all. This is not about your inconsistency. This is not about your weakness at all. It is your nervous system running an old protective program that once kept you safe at that point of time. Your body is very loyal, even to the old pain that it is holding on to. Okay, I'll give an example here to sum up everything as to what is happening. So your body learned not to speak out your heart or being seen out there because you're open to judgments, because you're open to criticism. People can make fun of you, they can shame you, XYZ, right? So you try to hide yourself, right? To make sure that you are safe, to make sure that you're not rejected, to make sure that nobody makes fun of you, nobody shames you, right? So now also you hide, right? It is running the same program. Do you understand, guys, कि पहले जो भी conditioning already stored हो रखा था in the body, the same thing is showing up again, right? But it worked at that point of time. You not showing up, you keeping quiet, you not being out there, that worked at that point of time, right? You hide yourself, and um, you were safe. But now, if you go ahead and not show up for your work, or not show up for your relationship, or you try to hide yourself, or you don't express in your relationship, it is not going to work out for you, right? So now, whatever you had learned in the past that helped you to, to be safe is not working out at this point of time. The old conditioning that was learned at that point of time is not working today, because today the things have changed, but you are the one operating from that old conditioning of yours, from that old memory of yours, of that 5-year, 10-year-old self of yours. And that is the work that we have to be doing, right? Whatever is not working out in your favor, that is something that needs to be addressed. Because at this point of time, you want to show up, right? You want to do it for your work, your passion, your work, something that you really love. You want to speak out. You want to communicate openly with your partner. You want to be out for them, right? You want to be outside. You want to talk openly. You want to work on your dreams. You want to achieve your goals. You want to do it, right? It is something that you desire at this point of time, but because of your old conditioning, it is not happening because your body is sabotaging yourself. Do you understand the whole loop right now? Okay. I have tried to, kind of make it as simple as I can at this point of time by giving you multiple examples. And it is very simple. Trust me, if you just understand these core concepts, working towards your goal is going to become super simple, because you will not be just trying to randomly click on things. You will know exactly where you need to work upon. Okay, so now let's move forward. Yeah. Okay, so before even we get into this part, I just want to quickly sum up once again to make sure that you completely understand what I want to say, right? In the past, you did certain things. Okay, you have your own experiences, you learned from those experiences, and you made associations from those experiences, right? तो उस टाइम पे जो लर्निंग हुआ था हमारा कि let's say if I hide, I will not be up out there for judgments. So that worked out for you at that point of time, right? You were safe. But now, if you're repeating the same thing, you are going to stay stuck wherever you are. You will not be progressing into your life. And that is the reason working on those programmings, those conditionings that your body has already learned. कि पहले ऐसा हुआ था, मैंने ऐसा किया था, then I was safe. So I'm going to repeat the same thing. So the association of what was safe back then and what is safe right now, that is something that needs to be worked upon. You have to teach your body that whatever you're doing right now is also safe, and it does not involve rejection, it does not involve judgment. And even if it is, you are still safe, right? So that association is the body has already been made, from the past, that needs to be worked upon, right? Your body literally goes in different modes. freeze, fight, flight, fawn. In the coming days, we will also be understanding what are the different nervous systems, states, for you to give an understanding why I know like freeze completely at times. Why does it happen? Right? Sometimes why I try to please people more than, just being nice is good, but then pleasing people, going way beyond your line, that is not good. Why are you doing so? Why at times you do not want to face the situation? Why would you want to run away from it? Why does it happen? Right? So all the different modes of nervous system, that is what nervous system responses we would be learning in the coming days, and that will give you like more clarity, like more in depth. All right. So we're done till here. I wanted to just take a moment and breathe in, because there was a lot of information, right? And I want you to come back to this video multiple times so that it gets literally registered in your brain that nothing is against you. It is just you. It is just your old conditioning, and it is just the work that needs to be done on this old conditioning so that your body does not sabotage you and you can move forward achieving your goals. Being out there, making a lot of money, feeling safe doing that, feeling alive doing it, not in coming from a place of like force and pressure and like I have to do, I should do it. No, I want to do it because I love it. I love being out there. It is slowly moving to that space that needs to be done, right? The old self of you, that little self of you that is still running the conditionings in your body that needs to be worked upon, that little child inside of you needs to be nurtured and slowly move from that space to this space of work. Building safety around this work is what we're supposed to do. All right. I just want you to take a moment to settle down with all the information that you've just got right in. Whatever you can, just take that much. You do not need to know everything, right? Just clear understanding as to what is working out. Just one line understanding कि जो भी कुछ मैंने समझा है अभी तक, just little understanding is good enough. You do not know in depth में जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं है, right? This is for your understanding, for you to understand the depth of the work that we will be doing in. And this is just a trailer, I would say. The entire picture is all about, step by step working on it, and not just information, understanding, but rather like live work that we would be doing, right? Inside our program, lifetime container, the capacity code. So this, whatever that you are learning into this challenge, is a small piece, is a glimpse of what, entire universe is waiting for you guys. And if this work, this challenge has shifted you, has literally shifted your way of being, your mindset, the way that you understand things right now, trust me, the way that the entire program is going to shift you from inside out, that is insane. All right. So just settle down before we get inside a short guided experience for you to connect. Take some time and connect with your body. Okay. So just a few seconds. I want you to close your eyes. Yeah. I just want you to close your eyes and settle down wherever you are. Ah, just exhale out. Just keep your mouth slightly open and just exhale out. Release out everything that is not required for us to move forward. I know there was a bit of information overload. I just want you to release out and just empty your mind from everything at this point of time. And let's just slowly connect with our body, relaxing ourselves completely. If you want, you can place one of your hand on your heart and the other on your lower belly, giving a sense like holding yourself like this and taking slow, gentle, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale out. One more time. Just at your own pace. There's no rush, there's no pressure at all. At your own pace, slowly, gentle, long and deep breaths. Right? I want you to come back to your body. If there are any thoughts that are showing up for you at this point of time, I want you to acknowledge them and again bring back your focus, your attention towards your breath. Take your time to settle down. There's no rush at all. Slowly feel connected to your own body through your breath, being present in the moment. Come back to your body. Initially, it might feel a little weird, but that's okay. It's a practice. And I want you to do this exercise along with me, okay? While you're listening to this masterclass or challenge video, okay? Just leave everything, drop in your notebooks, your pen, come back to yourself. Let's do this together. I want you to close your eyes and settle down wherever you are, keeping one hand on your heart, other hand on your lower belly, and slowly breathe and exhale out through your mouth. With a sigh, release out everything that is not required for us at this point of time. I slowly want you to start noticing sensations in your body that is showing up for you without changing anything. In that quiet stillness that you are at this point of time, what is showing up for you? I just want you to notice what is happening inside your body right now. Noticing is the first step moving towards safety. I want you to notice, is there any tightness, any stiffness, any numbness, any heaviness, any pressure that you're feeling in your body, and in which part of the body? Ideally, it shows up shoulders, your stomach, your chest, your back, lower part of your body. Just notice, take your time, there's no rush. What is showing up for you? And even if you feel nothing at this point of time, that is also a response, right? Numbness is not actually absence of any feeling. It is just your body's way of saying that I do not feel safe to feel anything yet. Okay, it's okay. Whatever shows up, just stay with it. We begin exactly wherever you are, okay? Just stay connected with your body and just notice whatever is showing up for you. Keep breathing throughout and just notice, where do you feel that tightness? Where do you feel that jittery feeling? Where do you feel numbness? Is there any pressure that you're feeling? Take a few more seconds to be with your body and do not doubt your body. कि नहीं नहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है. Whatever is showing up, just treat it as a data, treat it as an information. Okay. I want you to imagine that you're about to do the things that you really want to do. Maybe have a conversation with your partner, maybe just be out there online, maybe speak about your offers, talk about what you do, talk about your price, talk about what work that you do, talk about, or maybe you're just going ahead to post something, or you're just recording a story. Anything, literally anything, that any moment that you can pick up from your life in response to, a goal or whatever you would want to achieve into your life. It could be related to relationships. You can consider, thinking about your career aspect as well. And just when you see that thing in your mind's eye, you being out there or you doing XYZ things relevant to your goal, how does your body feel? Does your breath shorten up? Is your chest feeling tight? Does something freeze? Do you numb out? Are you feeling something in your stomach? Do you feel some sort of pressure around your shoulders? Do you feel some sort of choking sensation in your throat? Do you feel numb in your body? What exactly is happening in? I just want you to notice Just for a few more seconds, I want you to be there, connecting with your own body, trying to understand what is showing up for you. Whatever has showed up, I want you to have no judgments about it. It is just that your body is giving you data, and it's good that you're able to connect with your body in any form. Even numbness is a response, even any sensation is a response. Just thank your body for giving you that information, for giving you that input, right? And just take out your notebooks to journal on a few questions, right? First is, where do I feel the most tension or any heavy sensations in the body about your goal? It could be, talking to clients, talking about your offer, showing up online, posting, connecting with your partner, talking, communicating openly about your needs. It could be anything, right? I just want you to write it down in a notebook as to where do you feel and what do you feel. Okay. So what sensation is showing up for me in what body part of mine? And next question is, what did I learn in childhood about that thing? Now let's say you have, let's say you're a business owner, okay, and a major part of your work requires for you to show up online talking about yourself, about your office, about how do you help people, right? And you're not able to do that in a way. I wanted to understand, what did you learn in childhood about that situation? For example, here it is about being seen, being heard, right? I wanted to write down whatever is showing up. Maybe you learned that if I show up online or in front of people, I will be mocked, I will be judged, people will make fun of me, or they will shame me, or they will criticize me. It could be anything relevant to your case. Okay? And do not think too much. Okay? Whatever is showing up for you, your first three, four words, or any memory flashes up, or any thought that is coming up to you when you read this prompt, I want you to write it down without thinking too much. Okay? And I'm giving you a few seconds. You can also pause the video if you want. If you want to take a little longer, that's okay. You can just pause the video here, complete it, go to the next question. Okay? And the last question is my body trying to protect me or punish me? Very important question. And you will understand that no, it is not punishing me actually. It is trying to keep me safe. It is trying to protect me. And that is what the realization I want you to have for today. Okay, if you want, you can pause the video if you want to spend some more time with these questions. But do not spend a lot of time. Do not get into thinking too much about it. Whatever is showing up for you, that is the thing. Okay, do not question your body. Okay, all right. How many slides are left? Yeah, there are a couple, yeah, two, three slides are left. We're going to quickly wrap it up. All right. So last week we learned all about thoughts, mindset, brain, thought work around, how thoughts are very important in creating the identity, creating the reality of your life. This week we are learning all about the body, right? And how it is also one of the important factors along with your mind, along with the brain, right? So, the thoughts, I mean, how do you feel in your body is also contributing to what is showing up into your mind. Okay. For example, if your body is in survival, right, your thoughts will be like it will always sound like, what if it fails? What if it doesn't work out? What if, it goes wrong? I need to be careful. When it goes into similar loops, understand that your body is not in its optimal state, not feeling safe. It is already giving a response. it is already giving you a survival response. We'll learn about, different responses that a body gives out, the nervous system responses in the coming days. But know that when your body is in survival, when it is not feeling safe, you will see similar thoughts showing up into your mind, right? And this is not your mindset problem. This is your nervous system asking to feel safe. That whatever, wherever we are, is not something that is giving me safety at this point of time, right? Again, um, this was about it. What else? Yeah. Another slide. So when your body tightens up, freezes, it hides, it shuts down, or it pulls back, it is not sabotaging you, right? It is not trying to sabotage you. It is trying to protect you. It is protecting who you had to be once, like we already talked about, right? You had to be in a certain way in the past to make sure that you are safe. And it worked out for you at that point of time, right? As a child, but now it's not working out, right? So, version of you. So, it is not trying to stop your growth, it is protecting who you once had to be, a version of you who needed to stay quiet to avoid being shamed. It is protecting that part of you. It is protecting that part of you, a version of you who needed to stay small to avoid attention, who needed to stay pleasing to make sure that he or she is loved, who needed to stay hidden to feel safe, who needed, you know, um, who needed to stay hidden to feel safe. So your nervous system built these responses to keep you alive, to keep you safe at that point of time. And it did really a good job, right? At that point of time, it helped you with the safety, it helped you to make sure that you are safe. But now it is not working out for you. Because now things are different. You are a grown up, you're not that 5 year old little child, right? Us time pe, you were quiet, right? It's time because you hid yourself, you hide yourself completely to make sure that you're not out there, because going out there meant it is gonna attract a lot of shame, a lot of criticism. But now you have to be out there. You want to be out there, right? Because it is something that you love to do. It's part of your work. You want to do it, right? So that conditioning that was built back then is not working out for you today. That is what I want to explain it to you guys, right? So it is not trying to stop your growth, it is protecting who you once had to be back then in the past to make sure that you were safe, to make sure that you were fine at that point of time. And that is not working out for you today. Okay? I also think that clear until here. And just the last slide to sum up everything before we wind up with today's. I know it's getting a little longer, but you need to understand. It's very important for you to understand the crux of it before we get started with the work ahead, right? So the life that you want today requires something different. जो भी हमारी past conditioning थी in the past, the conditionings, the associations that we have learned in the past, that actually helped us to stay safe at that point of time. But the life that you want today, the goals, the desires, and everything, it requires something different. You are no longer in those old rooms, right? You're no longer surrounded by those same emotional environments, right? So now we are teaching our body something new, that it is safe to be seen now. Earlier, you had to hide to make sure that you are safe, but now it is safe to be seen. It is safe to express your needs or express, anything that you want to. It is safe to take up space. It is safe to grow, right? So your body is not sabotaging you, it is protecting who you once had to be. Okay, and now together, gently, slowly, and consistently, we're teaching that who you are becoming today is safe. What you're doing is safe. There is no danger out there. There's no perceived threat out there. You are safe, right? That's the whole part of the work. The mindset work, the body work. It is all about teaching yourself completely that what you want into your life is not going to cost you. Is not going to cost your life, your relationships, or you know your image, or whatever your assumptions are, whatever your conditioning are. That is not going to cost you. You are still safe. Even if you have a lot of money, you're still safe. Nothing is going to happen to you. Even if um you know you are out there you are able to handle those responsibilities. You will not be drowned by those responsibilities. Now, these are very common things, when we talk about success or having more money, we feel that, we having that will lead to more work. We will have no time for family. Right? What if it doesn't work out? What if it fails? Right? What if, let's say, it works out and there's a lot of thing and I'm not able to handle it and everything just goes away? What if I lose everything? Right? So these are very common things that shows up. Fear of failure, fear of success as well. So both things are playing out there in different scenarios. So it is all about understanding. Nothing is against you. Just have your mind very clear. Nothing is against you. Your body is there with you. Your mind is there with you. It is just you need to understand how you take along both of them together with you towards your goals, right? Otherwise, if both of them are not together, you will not be able to reach where you want to reach. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of efforts, a lot of hard work, and it is not going to be a pleasant journey for you. Too much of hard work, too much of working, failing, trying different things. It's good if you just settle down for now. Understand how your mind works. Understand how your body works. Understand what is showing up in your way towards your growth, towards your money, towards your business. What is showing up exactly? And then start working towards it. You do not need 10 different tools and 20,000 different modalities. No, you need to understand what is the blockage for you and start working to release it. Start working with your mind, with your nervous system to feel safe having that thing into your life. You are not feeling safe to have your goal into your life at this point of time. It has been associated with a lot of rejection, shame, fears, doubts, कुछ भी हो सकता है based on your system. And that work needs to be done. And this is the deep work. It is not just a scratching the surface. No, we are going to the root. We're trying to understand what it is exactly. And this is the exact work I'm telling you guys. You do not need, just be there with the challenge, understand the core pillars that needs to be worked upon, that needs to be addressed, and that is going to lead you towards your goals, towards your money, your success, and everything. You do not need, like, plethora of things. No, you do not need that. And I am telling you, sitting here from a lot of experience, I have already tried a lot of things out there that you might be thinking to go ahead with. And based on those experiences, after spending lakhs and lakhs of money into learning different things, understanding what is working out for what and what is like an extra added bonus, you do not need those extra things. Just the basics, sticking to the basics and going ahead with it. And that is what I will be teaching you here. Understanding the roots. ऊपर ऊपर से आप कितना भी कर लोगे, still things will not work out for you. You need to understand what exactly the thing is. What is actually stopping you? You do not need 10 different certifications at this point of time. What you need at this point of time is to sit with your own self, understand what emotions you are not ready to face yet. And slowly in the coming days, we would also be understanding about how we are able to, work through this heavy emotions that we keep facing that we keep, coming across every day, right? That is another segment of work that we will be taking up in the challenge. So make sure that you're on track, you are catching up every day, you're not falling behind, because towards the end, it might be a lot of work for you. Okay? So let's go step by step. Let's go slow. Let's go aram se. Today's video is long, but the coming days wala video, I'll try to keep it short. And towards the end, it's going to become like shorter also. Today was building the foundation around everything, and that is the reason it might have gone a little over time. But yeah, so I'm happy that whatever I wanted to deliver in this video, I did deliver it very beautifully. Any doubts, any questions, feel free to, put it up in the group. I would be more than happy to address. And yeah, talk about your doubts, about your journey, about what's happening, what is showing up for you. And the exercises, keep doing them, right? Keep working with them, because that is what is going to build the foundation of what we're getting started in December. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys soon. Till then, bye and take care.